Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. I do what I do for you. I got an issue I want to bring to my right thinkers. This is too funny. It's called spiritual advice for all. Black, white, yellow, brown, blue. Yeah, you too. Why? The God that you worship and serve should look like you. People philosophy says that. That's just advice from a spiritual philosopher. Let's talk about it. That is some 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories. For life, I give life lessons. You tuning in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's keep it going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself or self mastery. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself as to might not be true. I got into a discussion when I forget I'm not racist, so I don't do the interracial thing. I don't see color, first of all. But I belong to a black church. When we did our, P Funk's philosophy advice says from a spiritual philosopher, if the God you worship don't look like you, that's not your God. Which you, oh, no. Now let's get into understanding. I had a situation where I belong to CCOG North. They are black organization, black church. Okay. We don't when we did our shirts, we have an annual cookout. I cook every year for them. I'm the grill master. And every year we have our annual cookout. And we get shirts, distinguish us from the guests. So everybody remember, have a shirt. And the shirt had a Jesus, a Christ on it. Okay. But the Christ was black. If we all wear shirts with a black Christ, that means the guy we serving is black. If you in the white congregation, it's okay to bring the white Christ. But you can't bring the white Christ to a black church. That's just inappropriate. Well, yeah, I don't want that argument. I ain't got time for that. We showing you we are black. And everybody here is black. The white people are free to come and join and be part of it. But it ain't run by white people. It's a black organization. Get over it. It ain't racist. All right, let's go. I ain't complaining that time. I ain't went into that Catholic church yet to see the black person. In the words of my doctor, master teacher, John Henry Clark, you think they would let ain't no niggas in heaven? So that means ain't nothing black in heaven. Everything's white. So in the hood, everything's black. Even our God that we worship better be black. All mine are. I don't even do white. I don't even get involved in that nonsense. All right, but again, I know God. First of all, let me break it down. I know God is not a color. God ain't even human. God made humans in his image to create and procreate for themselves and their own. But God ain't human. He ain't male or female. So understand that. He ain't black, white, yellow, green, and blue. But whoever the people are, the God that you should be worshiping, or the God that you worship should be the color of you. That's my end game with this conversation. The God that I worship has to and always have what? Look like me. In physical, that's the guy right there. Okay? Yeah, that's my dad. I produce offspring. look just like me. Men make men, create men in their image. God did that in humanity, not just one, but it's all. So get out that nonsense. Again, if you were Puerto Rican, the day Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th, y'all celebrate whatever. Okay, I don't know nothing about that. I care less. But respectfully, that's y'all thing. I ain't got a problem with it. Everybody has a thing. Every culture has their thing. And if your God that you pray and worship and follow, be obedient to, don't look like you, Scooby Doo, oh yeah, you being led astray. You about to be bamboozled. Okay, that's the religious concept I keep trying to explain to you, but not so blatant this time. But that's what that is. Okay, so the God that I worship, again, in the flesh, looks like me. I have a vision of God. Okay, yeah. So I'm not beat for all the other nonsense that I'm not for none of that. Okay, but we as human beings are created by human beings. Okay, but in God's image, the ability to do that is making us in God's image by having what? The ability to create with what? A female. Two men can't procreate. Two women can't procreate. You need the opposite. So the opposites create what? The ability to create, procreate, and that's what Maya represents. My God and goddesses. My mother is black, aka my parents, who I love and who I look like. In life, every race looks like their offspring. Their offspring look like the ones who created them. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So nobody got a lock on it. But the God that you serve, of your understanding, should look like you. That's my point. And we got a lot of fictitious gods going on. I ain't saying nothing. Moving on. Did that last time. Excuse me. Being a spiritual philosopher and being spiritually enlightened, I pray to my ancestral God. Okay? Our ancient gods. Not that Jesus God that y'all follow. He only 2,000 years old. That ain't old enough for me. I go back 10,000 years. Okay? Amun, the hidden one, the one y'all see. I'm in at every prayer. I don't even know what it means. What it means somebody be. It means this. No, it don't. It's just praising the hidden one. See? Again, y'all take something somebody gave you, and when it's wrong, y'all hold on to it and think you got something. It ain't my job to correct you, but I try to just enlighten you. Okay? But the God that I pray, my ancestral gods. And then I pray to my people who I can call to mind in my mind. I call their names to keep them alive within me. You know that all our ancestors lived through us. That's the concept. But again, all our ancestral gods, first of all, I know one thing. They was all black, not white. I have no need, no desire to worship a white God. No disrespect for white people. But that's y'all God, not mine. My God got to look like me. See where we going with this? I could have went a couple ways with this lesson. I'm trying to be nice and diplomatic and political, so I'm not being harsh and just blasting away. So for every race, again, of people, their God looks like them. The color, because it's your race. It's who you are. The God that you worship should look like you. See, I guess, dude, giving me this white Christ, giving me this white God don't work for me at all. So I'm not beat for none of that. Okay, y'all can keep that. I don't have a problem with it. I just know better. Again, if what you believe is a lie, because you believe it, don't make it true. It's still a lie. And you follow it, practice it, love it, still don't change it from being a lie. You living a lie. Simple as that. Moving on. No matter how good you live it, it's still a lie. I was a good drug dealer. Still a drug dealer. All in, heartfelt, all that. Yeah, but I do it for the wrong damn reason. Now, excuse me, I take that same attitude, same approach, and serve my higher self. It works like a charm. And he appreciates it. Why? He blesses me to let me know you keep doing just that. Moving on. And again, I'm not a preacher. All right. But I teach. And I'm trying to teach you how to know yourself, aka God. And with what? You are all. You are what? By race. We are all different. But the spirit is the same. It don't have male, female, gender. It's the spirit. That's what we are the same at. Right there. Right there. The human, we got different shades, different kinds. Okay, we know that. respectfully, we should understand that, and we won't have that issue. That's a main issue. Oh, he's white, she's black, he's brown, yeah, yo. And yeah, you should embrace and respect differences, not be hostile and disrespectful or hateful to it. Simple, because it's different than you. That don't work. That's not harmony. You can't be harmonious disliking something that's different than you or somebody that's different color than you. That's where we are. Moving on. And with self-knowledge, that's why spiritual knowledge go past that nonsense. Like I said. And with self-knowledge, you know your God. And I know damn well my God ain't white. I know damn well Christ don't mean nothing to me. Oh, yeah, that's y'all Christian. Oh, he's disrespecting Christ. No, it's a concept. I gave you that lesson. I'm tired of playing the game with y'all, but again, I don't practice it. Okay, the belief system, religion, period. Okay, so with self-knowledge and life experiences, gnosis, just gave that lesson. You should know who you are and why you're one with your higher self, which should look like you. If Jesus hiding from Herod in Egypt, he must have been black. Why? Because ain't nothing here but niggas. They looking for a black man in the hood. They ain't gonna find a white. We all look alike. That's what they say. All blacks look alike. Yeah. That's the concept. So use the same concept. It's based on the nonsense that y'all put forth. Y'all don't use it then. You don't use logic and reason then. Oh, I believe it. You can't tell me Jesus is real. You can't. Moving on. Stop. Every race of people, any race or people, or any people who will steal another people's God, can't be trusted. That's the devil of all devils, to perpetrate God for another race of people. That's not yours. You want to control and manipulate them. That guy in the puffy cloud, that big fat guy with the white jaws, the Santa Claus, yeah, all them white. Moving on. If you want to steal someone else's God, that is the devil at the highest rate. You tend to enslave them. Anybody that follows that religious concept, anybody that in love with that Bible are slaves, spiritual, mental slaves. And the best part about it, they don't know it. And they so hell-bent that you can tell them the truth now, it won't make a difference. That's devilish at its highest level. You can make bad so good that when good come around, you will despise it. Ooh, you good. You good. Yeah. He knows that. He just cackle. He just love it. Why? That's what he wants. His intent is to keep everybody right here. He don't want y'all to go to heaven. He wants to keep y'all with him. Worship me. Material. Physical world. That's the devil's domain. We spiritual beings. Go back home. This is a stop along the way. A lot of us get stuck at the stop. Just trying to help you out. Let's go. Try to get back to the concept. And the God that you serve and worship should look like you. That's this lesson is all about. Your God should look like you. If not, you should change God. Why? That ain't your God. Pick a God that you. If I'm Chinese, I don't want no black God. Why? I ain't black. I'm Chinese. See? It ain't always black and white. Yellow people got the problem too. Brown people got the same problem. Indians, same problem with that what? That white man. We all got one thing in common. Every race outside the white race got a problem with what? That white race. Why? They want everything. God's on down. They want everybody to bow to them. We in them white America, I can tell you that. Get back to the lesson. Don't let it get political. All right, where we at? If the God, okay, back to the concept. If the God, no, here we go, no. Humans are, this is the philosophy that we had out of Egypt. Humans are mortal gods. We're gods, we just believe we're human. Okay, ignorant of ourselves, that makes us human, mentally, spiritually. That's the prison that we are in because of religion. Just believe me. Don't worry about that. Believe me. Don't get to know nothing. Don't worry about that. Get the facts, forget science. No, just believe me. God are what we call immortal human beings. What? They woke up. They became conscious of who they are. That's how we try to teach you to do just that. Religion don't teach that. That God don't teach that. He say you build goods. He's God. Bow to him. Give him. What does that sound like? When Christ got tempted by who? The other God. Just pay your allegiance to me. Bow to me. Worship me. The devil gave you everything you want here. This is his word. He loved that you worship it. And all y'all doing it. He loved the fact that 8 out of every 10 God followers, 2 of y'all are on point. The rest of y'all are lost. Y'all serving the devil and don't even know it. And he loved them numbers. He loved. That's like 85 to 15. If 85% of us is ignorant and only 10 of us are lightened and the other 5 is really want to do right, we ain't never going to win that war. It's the numbers game. It ain't in our favor. Moving on. And in the physical world, it's all about numbers. Okay. Oh, Christians. We got so many beings of Christians. We the best thing going. The world is messed up ridiculously because of y'all. Y'all bragging. Like president, he the worst president going, but he swear I'm the best president ever we had. I'm doing this. You tearing this damn place apart, which was your intention in the beginning. I told you that. When you walk away from the White House, you're going to be smaller in the dust. I did my job. Yeah, history shows that you were the worst. And your vice president, y'all both go together. And take your wife with you. The first lady, y'all are the worst in history. Get out of there. Get out of there. Just want to make a point. Get back to the lesson. Again, if the God that I bow my head to and pray to and look for blessings from is not in the image of me, I'm doing the wrong thing. I ain't never going to get what I'm just. Why? You got the wrong God. You knocked on the wrong door. That's that other guy. And now y'all ingratiate him. Why? Because he give you material stuff. He supply you with your physical needs. He's owning your what? He's getting your allegiance. He's getting your allegiance with material stuff. That's what he wants. God don't want material. God don't need material. He need what? Deeds, righteousness, things that you can't see, the tangible stuff that because the physical world is based on seeing and having it. No, spirit world ain't based on that. That's the next level up. That's why. Sorry. But yeah, God is a state of mind, a concept. But in your mind, you see him as what? He better be the color of me. That's what I'm saying. Black people have a black God. Calm down. Yeah, I get a little adamant. Why would any God-fearing, intelligent person pray to a God that don't look like them? I'll wait. No, my great-grandmother had that white Jesus in the house. We had one. My grandmother didn't. She got wise. Okay, so even my great-grandmother, who was religious as they come, we helped. They were priests. They did all that. All that religious, all they get. But guess what? They had that white guy. My grandmother was the social outcast. She's the black cat of the family. Why? She wasn't with that. And we had reverends and preachers all over. And she wasn't with none of that. So she became conscious. So again, if that God that you supposed to be so holy, if it don't look like you, you got the wrong God. That's all I'm saying. Why would you? First of all, as a student, I studied religious history. And throughout all the history, every race of people had their own God. And that's not a problem. Why? That's understandable. You can't say God is white, God is black. No, God ain't. But spirit and consciousness. We put the image on God. And it should be to your culture. I got nothing but respect and understanding. But don't tell me I got to have a Puerto Rican God. No, I don't. I got to have a Hindu God. No, I don't. Got to have a Chinese God. No, I don't. Black? Yeah, there you go. Ding, ding, ding. Simple. And that's everybody's right. Moving on. Again, I heard the phrase, why the color of God? What's the color of God? What the color got to do with it? No, it ain't the color. It's the image. Remember, we make God in our image. Again, and that's fine. But the image I'm making is black. If you're white, you can have a white God. I ain't got a problem with it. Don't tell me my God is your God is my God. No, it ain't. Sorry. That's why we got different congregations. We got different denominations. Why? Because everybody ain't doing the same thing. And that's called free will. The reason why I'm making this thing because I got a person who wants to bring a white Christ into a black church. That's not going to go over well. They'd probably be respectful to you, but that's not going to be. I wouldn't do it. Simple as that. I'm just giving advice. If I give you advice, what I'm doing here, you ain't got to take it. But once you do what I say you shouldn't do, and it working like I said, well, you was right. Yeah, I knew that before. You did whatever you're going to do. When I heard you were going to do, I told you going to do that. That's wisdom. That's foresight. That's knowledge. Okay, hoping and wishing, that ain't jack. Know what you know or shut up. Okay, and find out for yourself, and then you can talk. Other than that, stop giving assumptions, ideas, and thoughts that's based on nothing. God's color or nationality is not black, white, Chinese, Hindu, none of them. Black. No, no, no. But every culture perceives him that way, and that's not a problem. Not at all. Long as you respect my God, which is black, and don't tell me because he ain't white that ain't God, we gonna have a problem. That's what I'm saying. So you got the respect, you got the right to have your God, just like I got the right for mine. If we did that, we wouldn't be at war. Most war fight over religion, conflict of what we believe, who think is God is. Two ignorant people. So if you're white, your God or your Savior, Messiah, your Christ should be white. I got a problem with that. The same as your race. But don't force it on other people. That's called colonization. That's what y'all been doing all over the world. Okay? Want everybody to have your God. That's the devil luring you in to be what? Follow him. God didn't never say, follow me because I'm white. Follow me because I'm Hindu. No. God is just God. See, y'all do that. That's all man's nonsense. Again, once you realize that, that's intellect. Again, self-knowledge puts you above man's nonsense. You know better than that. Moving on. White people, again, have white gods. I ain't got a problem with that. Greeks, but everyone I just showed you, y'all just, the first gods I know about was Greeks, whites. At that time, I was young and ignorant and naive. I didn't see color. I wasn't, they're white people. All the Greeks was white when I was studying them. I didn't have a problem with that. Why? I didn't see it that way. I'm learning. I'm not critiquing and rationalizing that nonsense. So I took the knowledge from the white man. And it served me. I came back to the hood. I'm a thinker. I'm the right, I was a thinking philosopher, drug dealer, okay, back in the day. My church, we have our annual cookout, and we wear our t-shirts with the face of Christ on it. And that face is not white. You got a bunch of black people out here, this hot sun, doing what we do, cooking out. We ain't gonna have no faces, no white faces of Jesus. Why? We're a black organization. I just told you why. That's why. But now if we were a group of white people, that would be no problem. Yeah. But you might not want to do that with a group of black people. So if, again, your God that you serve doesn't look like you serving the wrong God. You done switch races. Why? You got in the wrong race. You riding the wrong horse. Why? Your God should be the one that looks like you. You got the other guy's horse. He put you on his horse and let you run with him. Not good. As a culture. Why? You're going to start losing yourself because he's going to take over. Okay? When he come in, party's over. Anywhere that white man went, he messed that up. Everywhere. Move it on. That's not a curse. That's intent. That's just how you are. That's who you are. Come on. Once a mistake. Twice, start to form a pattern. 3 times, that's intentional. Simple as that. We create. Okay, every race of God had their God, that their race, but truth is God. It don't matter what color you are, but if whatever race you are, don't make a difference. Are you doing godly things, good deeds, selfless service, living right, treating people right? Those are the tenets that God recognizes. I don't give a damn what race you are, okay, what color you are, but God recognizes those things in all. So we create the God of our choice. My dude said best, the God of my understanding. The God of my understanding is black. Okay, I'm good with that. And I serve him in earnest, and I get blessed for doing just that. But it's the God that you choose in your heart and mind. My favorite heart-mind coherence. The heart feels, the mind conceives. And when these two things come together, you become God conscious. I give you heart, mind coherence. This got to marry this. It's the marriage, not the left and right side of the brain. No, they lock together. They got to figure it out. But the heart and the mind got to become one. That's what they call the royal marriage. Okay? And what? You can have your white Christ. Okay? Y'all been having for 2,000 years. Well, y'all took over. But we got a black Yahshua, a black Christ. You got a black Christ and you got a white Christ. Who's right? That's when my paradox comes into play. You got a man who believes in God, a man who don't believe in God, and they both right. You got a black Christ, you got a white Christ, and they're both right. Yeah, because they have that right to believe and indicate what they want their God to look like or how he should be. Black is black, white is white. Okay, no problem. That's why you got the checkerboard. Black, white. Your choice. You have a choice. If everything was just black or just white, there would be no choices. That wouldn't be right. Why? It don't work that way. And I don't have a problem with whatever God that you claim to serve. Why? Because if you're doing the right thing by that God you serve, by good deeds, righteous treating people, I don't have a problem with you. We won't have a problem. We be harmonious. We can survive in harmony. Different philosophy. Me and my pastor never had a disagreement. He's a diehard religious. I'm a diehard philosopher. But we don't argue, debate. We come together and sharpen each other. Iron sharp as iron. Because if he wasn't sharp, I'd be ripping him a new one, and vice versa. So yeah, iron on both sides. That's my concept. All right, where we at? Okay, you can have your white, and that's you should have one. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. But don't tell me your white Christ got to be my Christ. That's what I have a problem. I will never, hear me again, I will never bow or acquiesce to any God that don't look like me. That go for Buddha, that go for Krishna, that go for whoever, any one of y'all that don't look like me. I'm not with you. Well, deal with your culture. Don't mess with me. I got one. So again, I got one. So glad I got my own. So glad that I can see my God looks like me. How about you? What your God look like? All right. But I will never worship a God that don't look like me. Trust me. I will never pray to a God that doesn't look like me. Will you? Again, choices. I won't. I made my decision. You can do whatever you want. Pay, bow, and whatever. I'm not doing it. Simple. The Indigo Boys, okay? They wasn't giving in to my man's nonsense. And they survived the furnace, didn't they? Faith and belief. Stand on it. If it costs you, so be it. But stand on it. What's the habit if you ain't gonna stand on it? I put the face of my dad as God in my creation when I go into meditation. Why? He made me in his likeness. He supported me. He taught me. He raised me. He gave me everything I need to be a man. That's why he's my God. And in spirit, when he's gone, that's even elevated him to that status now. When I pray, I'm praying to do it. Don't have a problem. I pray every day. Moving on. For that reason, I'm comfortable. In my ancestral prayer, I call out all the names of my relatives who's passed on that I can remember, that comes to my mind. Okay, that's ancestral prayer. I don't just pray, oh Lord, give me this, oh Lord, I want this. No, I pray saying hello to all my ancestors. Let them know how I'm doing. Okay, that's prayer for me. I don't know what y'all do, but I don't be asking for stuff. I pray for other people. My dude's mom, I keep certain people in prayer. Why? I always want the best for them. That's what prayer means. Just wanting the best for somebody. You can't really change nothing to do nothing, but that power collectively. I'm a prayer warrior. I'm on the prayer line every week. I know the power of prayer too. Hello, I'm spiritual. You can worship any God you choose. That's what's called free will. You ain't even got to worship God. Again, free will. You ain't got to worship God. You could care less, not even believe in him, and don't do a damn thing. But you are responsible for those actions. That's all. Consequences come with the action that you perform. But to be free to what? Know God, not to know God. Follow God, not to follow God. Don't make a difference to God. Okay, he don't care less. Your spirit don't have no say so in the matter. It's long for the ride, so to speak. But when you wake it up, when you connect it with the heart, oh, it's dancing. It's dancing. Why? It's going home. It done reach. Why? It done been so many times. It know when it happens. Oh yeah, we going home. So that's joy. That's true bliss from within. That's happiness. When you know this life is over, you still got something more living to do, you can't be afraid of death. See the concept? Let's go. Let me wrap it up and appreciate mood. Oh, this got a little longer. Sorry about that, but I'm doing my thing. Just stay with me. This is all for what? Teaching purposes. All right, take it on there. This goes for what? This goes for white people. Your God is white, yes, but that don't make it right. The color is yeah, but that don't mean your philosophy, your belief, who he is, don't mean a damn thing to me. Understand that? That's what? Philosophy, not a belief. Y'all left stuck on a belief system. I don't care about belief. I do a philosophy, so I get gnosis. I get knowledge from learning and experiencing for myself. I try to help you do the same thing. I don't preach, I just teach. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. Right thinkers, remember, this is for you. If the God, in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I will never know that my right thinkers who understand that if the God you worship don't look like you, that ain't the God for you. That ain't your God. Hope you enjoy the lesson. Think about it. Listen, hear it, reflect on it, and then put it to meditation. See if you can reach the God of your understanding within yourself. He ain't outside you, he's inside. Take a look. Trust me, it works. It's called meditation.